term fall guy in the stunt world is the guy that takes the hits. It's the guy that takes the fall, the guy that falls off the horse, the guy that falls off the bike, the guy that falls down the stairs. The stunt person, the fall guy.
Colt Seavers is a stunt man who gets caught up trying to get back together with his ex/love of his life.
I'm the director. You're a stunt guy. We need to keep it super profesh.
Cool. Do you want to make out?
Nope.
Because I don't either. It's not what I'm into right now.
Yeah.
Jodie and Colt had this love-struck fling. He's desperate to win Jodie's love.
Save Jodie's film. You get the love of your life back.
Engage the core.
The fall guy is also a reflection of my experience as a stunt performer.
The fact that he's a stunt performer making a film about the stunt community felt like the perfect fit.
David is so chill about all this, but there's like cranes and explosions and cars flying through the air.
Boy, stop!
One of the greatest privileges of my life has been watching these stuntmen.
It's the purest form of entertainment. It's like Evel Knievel stuff.
I'm not the hero, I'm just the double. Not today, you're not.
This film reaches everybody. There's action for action fans, there's romance, there's comedy. All is taken from the real experiences that we have as below-the-line crew members and the rich world that exists behind the camera.
We love what we do. We love to make films for an audience. Every day on set, we thought of what can we do to just make people happy. How'd we do, boss? Really?
Yeah.
Holster that.
It's holstered. It's done. Forget. You never saw it.
I was happy to be the first actor to say I did none of my own stunts, but it was important that I do some of the stunts for authenticity in the film. The whole opening sequence leads up to them dropping me 12 stories off of a building. Then I got dragged across the Sydney Harbor Bridge.
Ryan has an incredible aptitude for action. That being said, we did use 4 doubles.
We created the best of the best stunt team.
All the way down to Logan Holiday, who's our driving double.
Logan is brilliant at rolling, driving, jumping.
That adrenaline rush I used to get racing, I now get that doing stunts.
Anytime there's fighting, martial arts, that's Justin Eaton.
He just really blew me away with his skill level.
We've got opportunities to really do big, big stuff.
All the fire burns, car hits, anything parkour-like, that's Ben Jenkins.
Ben Jenkins is just a super talented, all-around stunt guy.
I've got to do some intense, crazy stunts.
Stunts! Troy Brown did this amazing 150-foot high fall at the end.
His dad is a legend in the stunt industry, so Troy's been doing falls since he was 5 years old.
This is a big chapter in my life. People are going big on this show, breaking records, and I'm just glad to join the party.
I'm not the hero, I'm just the double. Not today, you're not.
hello. My name's Azarez, and welcome to the LA premiere of The Fall Guy. We are coming to you live right now on the famous Hollywood Boulevard that has just been shut down just for you to give you guys the most action-packed red carpet of all time. Now, I've been on a lot of red carpets. I have never seen anything like this. There's literally motorcycles going on right behind me. You just witnessed Aaron Colton and Wyatt Carnell on electric motorcycles doing tricks for the crowd. Honestly, thank God, because Universal asked me to do tricks. Oh my God, now there's a Dodge Charger doing a 50-foot straight line burnout on the carpet. You guys, this is the craziest red carpet I've ever seen. That's Ben Jenkins, stunt guy in The Fall Guy, opening the door. And of course, Kelly McCormick and David Leitch, the director and producer of The Fall Guy. Oh my God, and Ryan Gosling's behind them. And he's wearing matching seafoam suits with Ben Jenkins and Logan Holiday, who are coming up right here to join me right now. You guys, I'm telling you, this is going to be the most insane red carpet ever. Hello. How are you? I'm so good. I'm now joined by Logan Holiday and Ben Jenkins. Logan, you are like one of the most insane stunt performers ever. If you guys ever see Ryan driving in the movie, that's him. He actually broke a Guinness World Record for 8.5 cannon rolls. And Ben Jenkins, at age 18, was the youngest competitor in MTV's Parkour Challenge. He does all the parkour stuff. You're getting run over by cars in the movie and falling. Tell me about that entrance. You guys have been doing like so many insane things.
Yeah, that was amazing. You know, that's just a little taste of what you're going to see in the Fall Guy movie is lots of sliding, smoking tires, burning out, big record-breaking stunts. That's what we set out to do, and we did it.
Well, listen, I know a thing or two about that because you and I actually got in on the action together. We actually have some footage of it I want to show you guys. But on the Universal backlot, I actually got to ride shotgun with Logan Holiday. It was insane. Do you get scared when you're, like, driving big stars like Ryan Gosling? Like, do you feel like an added pressure?
You know, no, we've built such a great relationship together that I'm not scared to drive him around. I mean, I feel comfortable with my skills, and I think he does as well. I get a little nervous before stunts, and that's the fun part, but that's also what keeps you really sharp and focused, and so you get the job done right.
You're so good at it. We have the footage, so we're going to show it now. But this was like, honestly, my soul left my body, Logan, when this happened.
Scared in the car.
I honestly wasn't scared because Logan's the best at what he does and because he had just broken the Guinness World Record for most cannon rolls. Your dad is also a legend in the stunt community, Logan. What did he say to you, and are there any other records that you want to break? I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah, my dad's been a stuntman for 40 years, and he's done some of the biggest car stunts and car cannons and everything you could think of. He did all the stuff for Tom Cruise and Days of Thunder. Big cannons. So he's kind of my mentor and who I look up to, and whenever I have a question about something I don't know, I go straight to him.
Wow, so crazy. Did you guys coordinate these outfits today, by the way? Tell me the story behind it.
It was completely random, so. But no, if you check out Ryan as well, I think there's a little surprise later down the line.
Yeah, we'll see soon.
Well, congratulations on everything, guys. Thank you so much for everything you've done for the stunt community and this movie. You guys look incredible, and we'll see you inside. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bye. You guys, insane. I mean, like I was saying, Logan Holiday is one of the best stunt drivers of all time. And as you guys can see, Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling are now posing. I can't wait to talk to them. All right, guys. Ryan Thomas Gosling. Hello. It is so lovely to see you again.
It's nice to see you.
Oh, my God. You look incredible. Did you coordinate this with all the stunt guys in the movie?
You know, it was just an accident. We all just wore this suit. Isn't that crazy?
So wild.
We gotta start like an email chain or something. I don't think any of us wants to say, what are you going to wear? But we need to start doing it. This is embarrassing.
It is. I agree. But also, this carpet is insane. I've never seen anything like this, Ryan. It's insane our primitive ancestors never got to experience anything like stunts. I love making you laugh.
I wasn't expecting primitive ancestors, but yeah.
So much. I practiced that one at home and it worked. Ryan, you were so funny. You've done so much since the last time I saw you. Papyrus is a skit that literally just sends me.
By the way, it came from our primitive ancestors.
Wait, you're so right. Wow, that was so full circle. If you guys haven't seen Papyrus, Ryan plays a character who's upset at the movie title font of Avatar. I was curious, what are your thoughts on the movie title font of The Fall Guy?
I like the font. I think it's bold, it's functional. You know, I love the falling guy in the A. I think it's a nice detail. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. I think it's impact. It's pretty impactful. Yeah. You're so funny because you just commit to the bit. Like when we saw you play Ken or perform I'm Just Ken. But even in this movie, Ryan, you're scared of heights and you do a fall. Like you always commit to everything. I was wondering what advice you have to people who are maybe scared to just go for it because they care too much about like what other people think.
That's a tough one now. I mean, what are we talking about? You know what I mean? Depends on the thing. Yeah. You can't just give a blanket advice like that. What if it's a face tattoo? I don't know. If it's a face tattoo, sleep on it. Don't just jump right into it. If a face tattoo is a good idea, it'll be a good idea in the morning, right? Yeah. So it just depends on the thing. I'm going to need specifics if we're going to get into like the advice.
Right. I'll come back with some specifics from our primitive ancestors. Yeah. I love that in the movie we get to see some of your singing chops, and we got to see it. You kind of rock out to like a Taylor Swift song, but I noticed that in your illustrious 25-plus year career, the one thing you haven't done, Ryan, is a sequel or a spinoff. So what percentage of you would be down for like a Ken spinoff or Fall Guy sequel?
Like what percent? Like actual percentage? Like 73%. Yeah, either I think. Yeah, it's a safe percentage. Yes, somebody keeps giving me a side eye. I'm sorry if I seem distracted, but he has a microphone. He has a bullhorn. What's that? Oh, this is a bit.
Oh my God! Wait.
Oh my God! What's going on up there?
Oh my God! Wait, is that Troy Brown who did the 150-foot fall in the movie?
2, 1, action!
Oh my God! Ryan! Guys, Troy Brown.
Troy Brown, ladies and gentlemen, Troy Brown.
I just love watching your stunt guys do their thing.
This is just hanging out with him every day. Just as like you go to Rite Aid, they're doing stuff. They're on the top of the building. It's just par for the course. This is their day to day.
Now, obviously, don't try this at home. He did a leap from a 50-foot scissor lift onto an airbag. But if you eat a burrito and jump on a bed with a full stomach, I think it would give you probably the same feeling. Ryan's got to go now.
He's bored with me. He's like, wrap this guy up. Let's wrap him up.
Ryan, congrats on everything for the Fall Guy. Have so much fun tonight, guys. Ryan Thomas Gosling. 73%. Chance for a sequel? I'll take it. Amazing. That fall was insane. All right, I'm now joined by Troy Brown. Wait, do you need to catch your breath? You just did a leap from a 50-foot scissor lift.
I might be a little bit shaky right now, but man, that was so fun, and doing it here is such a crazy experience, and this is awesome. Like, this whole setup has been amazing, and I'm just glad to be a part of it, seriously.
That was so impressive to watch in real life, but I was telling everyone in the movie you do an 150-foot free fall from a moving helicopter. It is so insane. You guys have to see it to believe it. But I was actually really impressed to see how good you look as a blonde when I saw the behind-the-scenes footage. Did you like yourself as a blonde?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I rocked it for a while after the show. You never know. I might have to do that in the future if I ever double Ryan again. So we'll see if that happens.
That is in your feature. In the behind-the-scenes footage, I noticed that your hands were in prayer mode and you were like closing your eyes, meditating before a fall like that. What are you saying to yourself?
Man, I was really just sending a prayer to the big man upstairs, and I know God's got my back, and I've practiced all this stuff so much. I'm just praying that I remember what to do, and just go for it.
You said you practice all this stuff so much. Your dad is a legend in the stunt community, Bob Brown. You've been falling since you were 5, I read. What fall did you do at 5?
It was a rehearsal for the movie called The Pacifier, and I was 5 years old. I had a broken arm because I crashed a bicycle a couple weeks prior, and my dad was a stunt coordinator, and he's like, hey, buddy, you want to go jump out of a helicopter? And I'm like, of course, that sounds amazing. So, yeah, I got the opportunity to do that, and that's how I got my SAG card and got started in stunts.
So insane. That puts like another title on like Helicopter Mom and Dad, you know? Like that's like a whole other meaning. Okay, before I let you go, I have to ask, I always have to go number one. Has any stunt made you like go number one a little bit, or, you know?
No, I mean, it's gotten close sometimes. I'd say the 150 foot, that one definitely was the gnarliest. That was the biggest one, and, you know, just the gut wrencher for sure. So, but yeah, never number one.
Well, that's good to know. It paid off. It is absolutely stuntacular. I can't wait for you guys to see it in the movie. Troy Brown, congratulations. And that was insane. Thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate it.
Amazing. My friends, I'm doing fabulous now that the director, David Leitch, and producer Kelly McCormick from 87 North Productions are here now. You guys, wow, where do I even start? I mean, you made the movie. You did the press tour, right? And you literally made a movie about a job that you had, David, that no one talked about ever, really, until now. And you create this hilarious, action-packed rom-com that everyone loves, that sparks this incredible conversation in the industry about how there's no stunt category at the Oscars. So I have to start this off by asking you, how did you feel when you woke up this morning, and how are you feeling about finally getting to share the Fall Guy with the rest of the world this weekend?
Felt pretty good waking up. You know, it's exciting that it's all sort of a culmination right now tonight. Celebrating the stunt community, but also celebrating the filmmaking community here in LA. So it's really feeling good about it. We couldn't be more proud, I think.
Yeah, let's go. It's time. Come on. It's time to share it with the world. Let's go.
Yes, everyone's got to see the Fall Guy.
The Fall Guy is, it's so good. It's so rewatchable, too. I'm about to watch it for a third time. I have to ask, if the conversation that you guys have sparked from this film does lead to eventually one day a stunt category being at the Oscars, where's the first place you both would go to celebrate?
Probably somewhere to get spicy margaritas.
Stay home with the dogs.
Or spicy margaritas at home with the dogs.
Did you know in some of the theaters for Fall Guy guys, you can get a spicy stunt guy drink?
I saw that. Yeah, the spicy stunt man. I like it.
It's pretty
Filled with tequila, which is common.
The stunt man's drink, probably, for sure.
We'll have to have one after this. But you guys have so much to celebrate because you've come so far. Kelly, Doctors Without Borders, you started off in documentaries. David, Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, you were acting on that. But their first collab together was on Atomic Blonde, and I know the production designer on that film put up a sign that said, "Everything you want is on the other side of fear." Yes. And I wanted to ask you, what was the scariest stunt in The Fall Guy that you guys oversaw that you got on the other side of fear? Because they're insane. I wouldn't want to be responsible.
Putting a love story in the middle of it all was the biggest stunt of all.
The love story is the biggest stunt for sure. Because
and he gives you all the feels, and it's so surprising, and it's so vulnerable and scary and awesome. That's really, truly the biggest stunt.
I agree. Like, I think, you know, obviously there's been, we did, Troy Brown, who you just met, did a 160-foot high fall, and then we have, you know, Logan Holiday, who broke a world record, and you got Ben Jenkins, who was lit on fire so many times I can't even count. But at the end of the day, like, for me, and what we did is, like, making this rom-com action thing that's really fresh and original was, like, exciting and the biggest stunt of all, for sure. Dangerous. It was dangerous.
I love that because you guys know I love love, and it's so equal parts comedy, action, and romance, which we never get to see. David, I have to ask, because you're a former stunt guy, you've been Brad Pitt's stunt guy 5 times in insane movies in cinematic history. Was there a part of you that wanted to get in on the action, a.k.a. did you secretly do a stunt in your own movie?
I didn't. We actually, there's a clip of me in the montage in the opening where I'm getting, in Bourne where the car explodes and I'm getting slammed into another car. But other than that, like, I really did not want to jump in. I think that the level of talent that we sort of gathered for this movie is exceptional and far beyond my
skills at this time in my career. So, no, I didn't feel the need. I was happy to pass it off to the team of excellent stunt performers.
Such a testament to what you both do, Kelly, you especially with 87 North Productions. I know that a big focus for you is to champion up-and-coming filmmakers and put women of color and just people of color in action films. So thank you so much for everything you guys do. Thank you for making The Fall Guy a movie with a beating heart that you guys have to see in theaters, and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
thank
good
you.
seeing
you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
friends, I am now joined by the writer of the funniest movie you're about to see, The Fall Guy. It is Drew Pierce. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I was just talking to Ryan about how you guys got to start an email chain because it's ridiculous. You all randomly are just wearing the same color.
Wait, is he wearing the same color? That I didn't know. Oh, this is a terrible moment. But
is this a bit?
Yeah, it's a bit.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Drew, you're so funny. I have to tell you, I hope I'm allowed to kind of allude to this. There's a moment in the movie that's the funniest for me, and Aaron Taylor Johnson's character, Tom Ryder, has a lot of things written on the wall of his home.
He does.
Can you tell us the idea behind that? And, oh, wait, it looks like something's about to happen.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it is. Shall we? What's there? Oh, it's Dave.
Oh, it's just Dave. Okay.
It's just Dave. Oh, look. Hey!
So many friends here.
There's so many people here. Head of Universal. Be nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's say hi again. What was the idea behind that, and how did you come up with what you were going to write without giving too much away?
Honestly, we can say there are Post-it notes. Okay. I don't think it's a spoiler to say the movie has Post-it notes in it. I feel like that's a very natural thing for us to say. Honestly, every lunatic I know sticks Post-it notes up everywhere, myself included, and so we just kind of pushed that to a little bit further, extreme. And so, Aaron's character is a lunatic A-list actor who puts Post-it notes everywhere, mostly about his own paranoias.
So funny, Drew. I can't wait for you guys to see all the Post-it notes in the film. I have to ask you, what is your favorite line in the film that you think encapsulates the whole movie? Because it's action, it's romance, it's comedy.
I actually think my favorite line personally is the line about swimming costumes, which is in the very beginning of the movie, and it comes back right at the end of the movie. But as a British person writing for Americans, like the chance to describe the cultural difference between swimwear and a swimming costume felt like a huge personal achievement, and so I'm glad that we managed to get that in there.
Actually, as a little girl, had friends from Nottingham at my house and accidentally put on my Halloween costume when they told us about. So thank you so much for that joke.
Obviously, you did not have friends in your house enough because you would call it Nottingham and not Nottingham, you see? But these cultural differences are what the movie also celebrates, amongst all the other things.
You're the best. Thank you so much for writing this movie. I can't wait for everyone to see it. And congratulations on the film.
Night. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Drew. My goodness, you guys, Logan Holiday and Ben Jenkins just got ratcheted back on the red carpet as they were posing with Ryan Gosling. That was the most insane stunt. I've never even seen or heard of a stunt like that. This carpet is the energy at this carpet is insane. And every couple of seconds, a stunt could be going down from some of the best stunt performers in the entire stunt community that happen to be in The Fall Guy. And honestly, I think maybe there should be a sequel called The Wall Guy, right? And we should get that in a film. Sorry, did that work? Did you guys laugh at that? Sorry about that. That was incredible. And honestly, who knows what's going to happen next? Sorry, say that one more time.
I said I'm up in the sun. It's hot up here.
I'm standing next to Blake Shelton, and I asked him what the weather was like up there. It is so lovely to meet you.
You too. You too.
We are at the premiere of The Fall Guy. I don't know if you guys know this, but The Fall Guy is inspired by a TV series called The Fall Guy that had a song in it called Unknown Stuntman. And you do a cover of that song that we hear at the end of this movie over the end title credits. Can you please tell us how that came about? It is so good, by the way.
Oh, my God. Well, thank you. When I was a kid, The Fall Guy was a huge TV show. I mean, I had like the little toy truck from the TV show. I mean, Lee Majors was the star of the show. And
did you know he's here tonight?
Huh?
No, he's here tonight.
Oh, no, I knew he was in the movie, but I haven't seen the movie. I don't know how the song is even. I know that there's the song's in the movie somewhere, but the song was in my mind as a kid was like a hit song to me. Like I loved the song. I probably loved the song more than I even knew the TV show, you know. And so when I got a call from my manager that he said, hey, they're making a Fall Guy movie and they want to do the song. They're asking if you would do it. I said, absolutely. I don't even care, you know, about any kind of like, don't mess this up, basically. I don't want to lose this opportunity because it's like a bucket list thing for me. So, and then I didn't even know who was in the movie or anything. I just said, I want to do the song. And then, of course, I find out, you know, that this cast is like, you know, they couldn't have timed it better with Ryan and Emily. And it's just like, wow, this is a really big deal. So I didn't want to miss this premiere. It's exciting for me and Gwen, you know, to be able to come out and be a part of something like this.
Wow. I love that personal touch and connection you have to this, and you're going to have to say hi to Lee Majors. This is going to be a really fun night for you. I can't wait for you to see it at the end of the movie. It is so perfect. It's so delicious.
You saw the movie? Yes. Oh, okay. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Well, I won't tell you anything then. I do have to tell you that it is equal parts rom-com, comedy, and action. And what I love about it is that there is romance in an action movie. I feel like we don't see that all the time. I love your love between you and Gwen. What part of your love story or moment in your love story felt like a rom-com to you?
A rom-com. There's been a lot of it because a lot of it's just been unbelievable. From literally meeting each other on the set of a reality television show. We can start there. But what's funny is we did a rom-com fake NBC Voice promotion one time for The Voice, whatever season it was. We did a fake like sitcom intro TV show thing with Adam, and Alicia Keys was on that season, and we were laughing the whole time because that's Gwen and I's era is the 80s. So we had fun doing that. But real life, we laugh every day about something. Yeah.
Thank you for making us laugh and spreading your art with the world and making the song for this movie. You're incredible, Blake Shelton. It was so lovely to meet you.
Good to meet you, too. Thank you. Have fun out there.
Blake Shelton, everyone. Emmy-nominated stunt performer. Any martial arts you see in the movie is Justin. On his Instagram bio, it says professional superhero. Oh my God, look at the way he's just getting thrown around. There's so much glass on the carpet. There's so much commotion. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. A rousing applause for Justin Ian. I mean, that is just insane. They are putting these guys to work on the red carpet. If you guys are just joining us, we are live right now at the LA premiere for The Fall Guy, which comes out this weekend. Get your tickets now on Fandango.com. They're available. I am telling you, I've seen this movie twice. I'm about to see it for a third time. It is going to be your next favorite movie. I mean, everyone's talking about it. Critics love it. Every fan I've talked to has been quoting it. And this red carpet is proof of how insane the action is in this movie.
But we're going to work with it. We're going to work with it.
Friends, we're joined now by Winston Duke, who plays a stunt coordinator in the movie.
Coordinator, we're here. Stunts.
Yeah, and you are stunting out right now. People at home don't know this, but the last time I saw you, we were on a plane together on the way to Miami, and I sat in the aisle seat, and you sat in the window, and it made me want, are you a window guy?
I also crashed your picture.
You did crash my picture. Are you a window guy? Is that your preference?
I'm usually an aisle guy because I like having access to get up. I've got long legs, so I need to be mobile.
Yeah, and you need to be mobile if you're a stunt coordinator, too. You played Dan Stevens in The Fall Guy. Dan Tucker.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Dan Tucker in the movie.
Dan Stevens in another movie soon.
Kind of rolled off the tongue, so I guess that's yeah, thank you. What I love about your roles, though, Winston, is that there's always social justice tied to it. Like, I feel like you're always playing a role that's speaking up for people that maybe sometimes don't have a voice. In this case, stunt performers, because there's no stunt category at the Oscars. No one ever recognizes them or talks about them. But you notice doing your job that it's really about making sure everyone's safe. So I wanted to ask you about secondhand scaries, because the stunts in this movie are insane. Were you scared watching the stunts? Like, were you like this in the movie?
Honestly, when we set the world record for the cannon roll and I saw that car tumble 8 times, I was scared for our stuntman in the car because he was in there. He's just strapped in very tight, and they're just the epitome of professionals, you know what I mean? So they come out, he gives the iconic thumbs up, and we know everything's okay, but I was scared.
Did you watch the whole time, or were you kind of like...
I came in, I wasn't working that day, because they'll shoot some of those big stunts on days where you're not doing other really big things to keep it clear of the rest of the cast and the extras and all that, because, you know, there are blast radiuses, anything can go wrong. So, you know, their responsibilities extend far past their own group, and their own unit is the entire set. So I came in on that day, I requested, and I had to come and watch, yeah.
So cool. You're like, line of fire. I want to be there, please.
I
love it. Another thing you and I really have in common, aside from loving aisle seats, is leather. Yeah, and leather pants, is that you love soundtracks to movies. I mean, the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack, so fire. What do you think of, and what can you tell us about the soundtrack of this movie? Because I can't get Journey out of my head.
You know, I think the soundtrack to this movie is meant to, you know, evoke a lot of nostalgia, you know, familiarity, because a lot of what we're doing is playing with the familiar but putting a new take on it. You know what I mean? Even the action movie and the type of action movie, it really feels like the type of action movie that made you fall in love with movies. It feels like a Bruckheimer movie. It feels like Bad Boys. It feels like all these ones that you do know of with a new twist. Yeah.
Can't wait for everyone to see your bromance with Ryan Gosling. Congratulations on the movie. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me, as always.
Love you. So good to see you. Hello, Chris O'Hara. Nice to meet you. Hi.
Firm handshake.
Firm handshake. Amazing. It's kind of surreal to go from the guy playing the stunt coordinator in the movie to a guy who used to be referred to as stunt coordinator. If you guys didn't know this, Chris O'Hara here is the first person to ever be credited as a stunt designer in a movie, which is major because now you're recognized with other crafts in film like production design, costume design. Can you tell everyone what exactly it is that you do, like everything your job entails, because it's so special, Chris?
Well, I think the title of stunt designer is something that people really don't quite understand what I do. And so if you look at all the action in the film and everything that we've done, all of that comes from, it's just written on a piece of paper. So kind of designing it and changing it and molding it into what you actually finally see in the final product is what I do as a stunt coordinator. But it's really more than just coordinating. It's kind of designing and creating the action for the film. And so with this title, it really is kind of hopefully drawing light to what we do. And so it'll be more on the line of, production designer designs the whole look of the movie. The costume designer designs the whole look of the wardrobe. And so hopefully people will start to realize and get educated a little bit on what I do as a stunt designer. And so, hopefully bring light to what we do.
Love that. And you're working out here. Hopefully they're paying you extra. Guys, like he's walking around with a bullhorn. Like you're coordinating all the stunts here too. I read that at one point for the Fall Guy, there was a plan to light Ryan Gosling on fire that then got kaput. Is that true? Was that up to you?
Well, I mean, I think we wanted to kind of see how far he was wanting to go. If we could do it safely and achieve it, we could absolutely do it safely. It wasn't going to be a full body burn or anything. It was just going to be, I think, his legs. We were trying to go for that. But at that point, he absolutely said his wife drew the line on that and would not let us do that.
Honestly, as she should.
Which is fine. Yeah, totally.
Can't mess with the moneymakers. This movie has so beautifully sparked a conversation on stunt performers being recognized at the Academy Awards. If that category existed, Chris, what movie or past stunt do you think would have won an award?
Well, it's not. I don't think it would ever be a stunt. I don't think we're trying to go for like what the best stunt is. I think it's kind of what the best action sequences are in a movie and what stunts are really going to drive the story and not really feel gratuitous, right? So I think the idea of, stunts, the story should drive the stunts and not the stunts drive the story, right? So I think if we just look at, things like Baby Driver or, Saving Private Ryan back in the day or Inception or some of these movies that were really thoughtful, had a bunch of stunts in it, but kind of fit with the story. So it wasn't gratuitous, it wasn't anything, and it worked. And so I think things like that and kind of educating on the whole of what it really is. And it's not just a superhero movie or a Fast and Furious movie. It's like, let's really look at the whole big picture of what, action in cinema could be.
And you can see how beautifully the stunts in The Fall Guy really tell the story. So thank you for doing that. But you mentioned superhero. I have to ask you, I don't know if this is true. You've been a stunt performer in jillions of movies. I read them. I love Batman and Robin. I know. I'm so sorry, guys. I really love that movie. And you did a stunt for that. What did you do in that movie?
I was one of Mr. Freeze's ice thugs.
No, you were an ice thug?
Yeah. Yeah, and so that was actually one of my first movies that I had worked on. And so I remember I had done an air ram, and somebody had done an air ram, and they unfortunately couldn't ride it to what they were trying to do, and so they were frantically looking for a guy. And one of the Batman or the Robin doubles, who I was really good friends with, is like, your guy on the air ram is right there. And they're like, really? And they're like, yeah, that's the guy. And so I did it, and I thought, I did it exactly the way it was supposed to be done. And I came home, and I'm like, yes, I made it. I'm going to just work forever now. And I probably didn't work for another year after that, but it was a great experience.
It doesn't matter because you're the first person to be credited as stunt designer. Thanks for sharing that with me. And you got to lead with that next time. Ice Thug and Batman and Robin. Chris O'Hara, everyone. I'll see you inside. Congratulations on the movie. you kidding me?
So you had the most ginormous heels on.
I did.
Like massive heels.
I love that you remembered that. First of all,
impressed that you could walk in those.
Thank you so much. You look ravishing. The last time I've been thinking about that time often, actually, because I was sarcastically joking to Emily. We were backstage about pretty privilege and how I think it's really hard when people have hit the genetic lottery in life, but that's just me. But one thing I noticed about our conversation, Em, is that you are the queen of banter. Really? Yeah, and I don't know if it's because you're British, but like, how important is banter to you, and what is the secret to like having great banter?
You kind of know when someone hasn't got the banter in them, and I get a bit like, it's just easy when someone, you can kind of play ping pong with them. So I definitely look for it. I'm sure it's partly a cultural thing. I mean, we show our love by insulting each other. That's kind of how we roll. So, I mean, people come to England, they find out that that's really how we express great love to each other.
I gotta go there to find a husband then, because I feel like banter is just number one, right? Like if you don't have banter.
You haven't found banter over here?
Hard to find banter, but I also feel like I could talk about banter forever. And Emily, we mustn't get lost in exposition. You know?
We must not get lost in exposition.
That's a line in the movie. But speaking of exposition, it's my favorite line in the movie. Speaking of exposition, you played Jodie, and I read somewhere that she was supposed to be really tough, but you thought it'd be more interesting to play someone who's way in over their head. And I thought about all this fear that's juxtaposition of fear you're holding as her, the fear of directing and doing something for the first time, and the fear of potentially going back to someone that you used to date. You're in my earring just fell off. You're in this juicy, I know, I'm dying. You're in this juicy space of, am I doing the right thing? Yes. Thank you so
I'm
much.
worried about hurting you. Do you not have pierced ears?
No.
Why?
I don't like wearing jewelry.
These look cool, though.
Thank you so much. Rock and roll.
Weapons, they're like, you're like a James Bond villain in those things. You can, like, do some damage.
So many crazy stunts happening.
Oh, my God. Wait. Oh, my God, this is such a big deal. These guys are here.
Wait, are those the guys from the town hall live stream about AI?
Yeah, I think that's them, which is just amazing that they made it to...
Wait, I'm shook right now. What's happened?
This is incredible that they made it all this way. Wow. And they have faces for a camera, which is amazing.
The face for camera, right? Yeah. They should not be radio hosts.
Such a bad vibe, isn't it? Did they get that this was like a black tie event? Did they get that, or? Wow.
I'm so shocked because they're totally having a moment right now. You saw them too, right? In the back of that town hall?
They're so famous right now. It's actually a big deal that they're a premiere. It's a huge plus.
I mean, do you feel like you're being one-upped by them in a way?
A little bit. I feel a little usurped of like attention, but now they're asking me if I want a picture with them.
Do you want to take a picture with them?
I mean, that is such a vibe, isn't it? Wow.
They probably have great banter.
Did they know each other before they got famous? Were they friends? I must ask these questions.
Wait, I'm so confused because like no one even knows like their name.
Hello?
I don't know what's happening right now.
Hello? Hi. Hello? Are we in the right?
Well, let's start off. You guys, maybe stand right here.
I'm sorry.
Hi.
No, continue your interview.
No, please come in. Can you please tell us what your names are?
Oh, I'm Dean. Hi.
Hi.
You're Emma Blunt?
Nope, that's
Emma Blunt?
It's Blunt? You're the lady in the film?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, you're the lady on all the signage.
Wonderful.
Did you get the memo about the dress code? It was
No. We got invited to the.
Just kind of left the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you getting a lot of attention nowadays? And is it?
Well, we met at an AI conference.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then got some attention, and now we're at a premiere.
It's crazy because you guys
going on the ride.
You got all that attention
happens.
because people think you look like Beavis and
Right.
Butthead.
Yeah, again.
What are you guys?
It's funny because we haven't seen. I mean, I'm not familiar with the.
Yeah, I haven't gotten
show.
around to seeing pictures of those characters.
Still, you haven't looked it up.
But I'll check it out.
Are you intrigued to have a look, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah.
If I get some time.
I like the way you're holding that mic.
Oh, thank you.
It's great.
Were you in salmon fishing in Yemen? I love that film.
Wow.
Emily Blunt.
That's it.
Emma Blunt.
Yeah.
Emily Blunt,
Sorry to
everyone.
interrupt.
Emily, thank
I'm
you
not
so
familiar
Do you
much.
know
with
where the
work.
concession stand is?
I'm not familiar with your work, but I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, you should. Emily, thank you so much for joining us
Sorry,
up
Miss
here.
Blunt.
Guys,
Thank you, Miss Blunt.
I'm sorry.
I can't believe you're
Sorry.
here. You guys, is this what are you doing at the Fall Guy premiere? How has tonight been for you?
It's been pretty wild,
Yeah.
very surreal, very fun. But yeah,
We're having our moment.
Yeah.
You know?
You
We're
just
just
got to
hanging out.
meet celebrity Emily Blunt. Have you met
Emily
Ryan
Blunt.
Gosling yet?
You know what? No. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Is he the gentleman on all the signage?
I think he gave me the one finger salute.
Yeah.
And I gave it back.
Wow.
Yeah.
But we might have exchanged nods and smiles,
Yeah.
but we didn't converse.
One time Ryan nodded at me and I was never the same.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh really?
Yeah.
People enjoy his looks?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with him, but I'll check him out for sure.
Well, thank you guys so much
Thank
for
you,
joining
yes.
us. I mean, unless
Do
you have
know
time
where
to
we
stay for
go?
a
Do
couple
you know
more
where the
questions.
front,
No, we have a very busy night ahead. Do you know where we go?
Oh, okay, I think right
Also
down
the
here is
concession
fine.
stand?
Yeah,
Okay.
right down here.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
thank you
you.
guys so
Thank
much.
you.
It was Dean and
Thank
Jeff,
you.
right?
Yes.
Dean and Jeff, thank you for nice meeting you. Thank you for talking to us. You look gorgeous.
How you doing?
I'm fabulous. I love that you're wearing the blue from the Fall Guy.
Well, I thought I'd do a little tribute to my Gail Myers. She likes a little powder blue. Makes you think she's nice.
You guys, the fact that you said that, Hannah Waddingham is unrecognizable in this film as Gail Meyer. Like, it is a role. Isn't it so juicy to show people another side of your
I love it. It was so great. Kelly and David were just like, come and play and let's get you in a deep disguise. And I was like, let's go deep, deep undercover. Yeah, love it.
It was amazing. And now,
all that I'm about, I like kind of swapping and changing. And Gail's a lot. She's really a lot.
Juicy. She's a fun one. I love her hairdo. I love that she's a brunette. Did it make you want to go brunette and all? Or are you just like, no, I'm Hannah Waddingham, I'm blonde?
Because my hair in that, it looks like roadkill. And I was here for it. But yeah, it looks like roadkill for sure. So no, I'm not tempted. Did you see it? No, I'm not tempted.
I thought that you pulled it off really great. But you can do anything. You literally can do anything. And the last time you don't try, you do. And the last time I saw you, you told me that you would actually would love to have been a stunt performer in another life.
Well, now look, I say that, but having done a bit of it now, they're badasses. And I am not. I'm an absolute wimp compared to them. I need to just shout out. Which camera am I on here? I need to just shout out my stunt double, Shanique Grayling. Now there's a badass. She is, and this is what this whole thing is about, us raising up the stunt community that need to be. Shanique Grayling, man, she is the finest one there is. And if she thinks she's getting away from me now, no chance. We're in, done, because she's so brilliant.
She's got a solid career ahead of her then. But one thing you'll never need a stunt person for is your singing. I was shocked to find out, Hannah, you've never had formal singing lessons. I know your parents and your mother and your grandparents were opera singers, but you have a 4 vocal octave range, which is insane. There's a song moment in this movie. Did you get in on the fun? Did you get to sing anything on set?
Actually, myself and Em were quite a lot. And there was a moment, but we didn't. It wasn't put in the movie because it would have kind of sent you thinking something else about the character which we didn't want. But I don't know. Maybe it'll end up in the blooper reel. But it's. Emily and I love singing together.
Wait, can you tell us a little bit more about what ended up on the cutting room floor? What you know?
No.
I'll take the no. I'll take any no from Hannah Waddingham. I'll take anything from you. I love watching your career. I mean, she's in Mission Impossible next summer. She's in The Fall Guy this weekend. You have to get tickets to it. Game of Thrones was insane. I know that shame, the shame bell that you took home from that scene. I know you auctioned it off to charity. Did you take home any prop from The Fall Guy?
From this? Do you know what? I don't think I did. I certainly didn't take the hair.
That hair really traumatized.
I do love it, but she can stay in a frickin' box. I mean, I loved it, but yeah, too much.
Well, before I let you go, I have to ask, because I love your relationship with your daughter. I think it's so special. On the SAG Awards.
She's not here, but she's here. Yeah.
She's here with us in spirit. You walked the SAG Awards red carpet with a cardboard clutch that she made for you. Did she have a say in this outfit ensemble?
Do you know what? That was like kind of a mistake. She was rolling up a bit of cardboard at home and went, "Mummy, it looks like one of your red carpet bags." And I was like, "My girl, make me a bag."
Is she taking orders? Because I would add that to cart.
No, she's very exclusive.
Yes. No, I love a no from you. Bye, Hannah. It was so lovely seeing you. Congratulations on the film.
Thank you. It's
love you.
So much fun. People are going to die when they see this. Honestly, it's epic.
And you're going to die when you see her. Unlike anything you've seen before. Bye, Hannah. Love you. Oh. Friends, thank you so much for joining us for the Fall Guy live stream. I'm still dying that Dean and Jeff from that live stream town hall that looked just like Beavis and Butthead were here. I mean, my earring was flying off. We talked to Emily Blunt, Hannah Waddingham, Winston Duke, so many of the amazing stunt performers. I can safely say that I was not injured in the making of this show, but I had a blast. The movie comes out in theaters this Friday. Do not miss it. If you like Ryan as Ken, just wait till you see him as Colt Seavers as Stunt Guy. I'm going to head into the theater and end this the way every stunt guy ends all their stunts with, and that is with a thumbs up. I love you all. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on The Fall Guy. Find me on Instagram at NazPerez, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.